What's going on YouTube? It's Dan Harkinz, and today I'm gonna blow people up with explosives, and that's exactly what I do. Grenade launcher, RPG, C4.
Taking control.
Your boy Dan Harkinz doesn't give a fuck about his kill-death ratio of this game. He doesn't care too much about winning. Let me tell you what he does care about, and that's to see fireworks go off and people die. Now, the grenade launcher is a pretty shitty attachment. I unlocked it probably 2 games before this, and I'm not a real big fan of it. I don't see the benefits. And maybe the benefit I won't fully get it in team deathmatch, probably more so in the objective-based game modes where you need to clear enemies out of a particular spot. But regardless, I equipped it because I said, fuck it, I never use this. I don't even have the call title for it, so I might as well go for it. And RPGs and C4s, those are always a good time. Now I got the M8, not a big fan of this weapon either. Not a big fan of most of the stuff that I end up using in my games, but I do because I'm I guess a masochist who likes being angry, because I'm always doing challenges. And I haven't stopped doing challenges since World at War. It just doesn't fucking stop. Can't stop using one weapon on maps that one weapon doesn't particularly suit very well for. But, you know, fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta have fun. And that's why this class exists. Just same reason why the knifing only build exists. They're just a lot of fun. And it's a nice break. Honestly, I can go play party games, which is always good fun. Except for the fact that everyone that plays party games, which is really just a joke mode, takes it pretty seriously. Honestly, party games should have no reflection on stats or anything. It's just there just to fuck around. But people take that shit pretty seriously. Let me tell you, it's kind of the whole reason I don't really play a lot of team deathmatch, not team deathmatch, but free-for-all game modes. Mainly, there's always a lot of hate mail that comes in. People get all pissy at you. And team deathmatch, it's not so much. Unless you're like a really good player who's always like murdering the teams, and I could see some hate mail, but I'm not one of those players, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But when you decide to use a class like the Explosive Men class, you find yourself in that unique situation that regardless of what game mode you go into, people get pissed when they get killed by cheap shit. Knifing, explosives, and the rage that consumes these particular opponents brings them to, I guess you could say, a crossroad of either dealing with that shit or sending some hate mail. And more often than not, it's sending some hate mail out to Dan Harkinz, calling him a faggot, a cocksucker, and all of that shit that homosexual people do. And I think that's totally fine. I mean, we're in the 21st century, so there's definitely nothing wrong with another man loving another man and wanting to engulf his penis into one's mouth. Yeah, I mean, this isn't 1941 or the 1950s. Come on, people. Using stuff like faggot doesn't piss anyone off. I don't think it pisses anyone off. I mean, it's so... there's no real power to calling someone a faggot. You know, calling them a bitch. It just seems so empty. Yeah, that's just how I feel, guys. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I mean, do you find yourself often calling the enemy team a bunch of faggots or cocksuckers or people that should just go burn in hell? I think I use that term pretty often when playing this game. Is I wish this cocksucking fuckface would burn in hell for killing me. That accurately represents all my hatred for that particular individual who was playing against me, and it makes me feel really good. And then after I get my ass beat, because at that point when I'm using those type of words and terms, I'm pretty fucking pissed. I just decided to go watch hentai, because that's been my go-to cure for rage, because nothing beats tentacles or twincest. Twincest is always the best. Oh, it's just so good. But this game's coming to an end, so before it ends, well, actually, it's just going to end. I'm gonna throw up some hate mail. I'll see you guys a little bit later.